What are we doing?
It's our way out of here.
I've got the zombie apocalypse at my house right now. I've got the roving biker gangs, that's coming to take all my stuff. I've got after the apocalypse, the mass exodus that leaves the cities and files out into the rural areas. They're all at my house right now. The reason being, see, watch. The reason being, I have a theme park right across the street from where I live right now. I called a friend to get some numbers as far as how many people run through the park on a daily basis, and my friend hasn't got back to me yet, so I'm not really sure, but I did a Google before I left and found out that their numbers are at I guess 1 million. They're up to 1 million on the season. Their season, if I'm not mistaken, their season is about 6 months. So they start out doing just weekends, and then they go full-time 7 days a week. They're open, and then at the end they go back to weekends only. But it amounts to about 6 months on the year, and I just Googled and found that they do about 1 million. I don't know if I just mentioned that, about 1 million customers a season. So real quickly, and I know I'm going to be off on these numbers, but I came up with about 44 on average, about 44,000 customers a day. Now that's not even going to probably be anywhere close or accurate, because I guess the weekends are obviously their busy times. They could do up to, I think, 100,000 or so, my wife was saying. So during the week they may have lower numbers. On the weekends it's going to be higher, but just for the sake of this video, let's just say 44,000. Let's just use that number. Let's go with that number because I like that number. 44,000. Now here's the thing. The town I live in, the population is just under 2,500. That's 2,500 people live in this town. And then you add, at any given time, 44,000 on top of that. That's 44,000 people. If the balloon goes up, depending on the circumstances and what's going on, you've got 44,000 extra people flooding into your neighborhoods. Because I mean, they're literally 5 minutes away from my house. Now this is the county that I live in is designated 100% rural, not 0% urban. It's 100% rural. But with this theme park, again, you've got this thousands of extra people at any given time of the year. Well, certain times of the year, 6 months out of the year, you've got this mass exodus that's already at your doorstep. You're not you're not having a nuclear or whatever apocalyptic event, and then you know that they're coming flooding out of the cities, that they're going to eventually to get to your neck of the woods. They're there. They're already there. So, you know, you've got 44,000 people. If they have the possibility of still being able to drive, you know, they're gonna maybe take off. They may be looking for supplies before they leave. Think about an EMP. If an EMP, then you've got 44,000 people stuck right there, and guaranteed before they head home, if they're going to head home, there's going to be a few different things. They're going to be looking for a place to stay. They're going to be looking for supplies. They're possibly going to be planning to head home, but they're going to be looking for supplies before they head home. So either way, they're out for supplies and a possible place to stay, or they're still looking for supplies in order to leave. And those people are already in at my doorstep, is the way I'm looking at it. So one thing that I just for fun, other names for a band of people, or a pack of people, or a horde of people. So just here's my list. They're called a pack, a band, a crew, a crowd, a crush, drove, a gang, a gathering, a host, jam, a mob, multitudes, swarm, a troop, a turnout, an array, a company, an outfit, a regiment, scores. Then you've got the zombie apocalypse, the biker horde, mass exodus of the large cities, and the definitions of all these are uncontrolled throng is a definition. A group resembling military force. These 44,000 people are an uncontrolled throng at my doorstep. They're a group resembling military force. They're a group of people with the same interests. What are their interests? To survive, to procure or take in some way, ask for, beg, or take what they need, which whatever supplies that's going to feed them, food, water, shelter, all of the above. They're a crowd of people, a group working together. If you don't think that a majority or a major amount of those people will eventually begin to work together, you're crazy if you don't think that's the case. And they're considered a large assembly. Now, this theme park has, what I say, they're one second, I wrote this down the other day when I was thinking about it. Okay, yeah, there's potential resources at this theme park. Obviously, you know, they're going to have food, at least for whatever period of time. And I've actually looked up some stats on the amount of food that they serve every day, and the amount of drinks and this, but I'm not going to go really into into all those stats. But they've got potential resources is what I'm saying. But how long are those resources going to last when you've got 44,000 people plus 44,000 plus people there? In our town, we've got, like I said, 2,500 residents that live in my town. There's one convenience store, there's one grocery store, there's one liquor store, and there is a Subway restaurant. There's a lodge across the street that doesn't do much business, but other than that, there's just some little small businesses around, nothing to amount to much. So that's it. The mass exodus is at my door right now as I'm talking. Balloon goes up, they're there. So what is my plan? What do I do? Can I hide? Am I going to hide myself, my family, and my things? Am I going to fight? The question's up in the air. What, for as rural as we are in small town, we don't even have a stoplight. But at those times of the year, you've got an overwhelming, the city is there. And I know maybe that's not a lot when you talk about the bigger cities flooding out into the rural areas. Maybe these numbers aren't a lot, but they're a lot for my area. They're a lot for being there now. They're not coming in small groups or even large, massive numbers. They're there 6 months out of the year. So I'm moving, or I'm hiding. So I know that the footage I rolled in was kind of the whole, some of the zombie stuff, but really this is about a shtf situation and the people coming to the rural areas and you preparing yourself for that. It depends on the situation, I guess, how bad a situation would get. So there you go. I just thought I would bring that up, and I'm probably going to put some footage, roll some more footage in of some different stuff in that area. But here's the park. I mean, the park is literally across the street from where I live, and it's about 10 minutes from my property that I'm going to be building on. So we're quite a ways from a major highway, but the theme park is basically in my yard, whether it's at my house that I live in now or the property I'm going to be building on. So, all right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.